Okay, I'm here trying to do this video for my homegirl, Princess, and for all the other girls that I have love for, and for every girl that I got love for. That's every girl. Every God. That's the first thing they want to say when they sin. I love God, but I'm a sinner. And I love doing sin. I love God all the time. First thing I want to do is I want to give you a mindset to watch the thing I'm about to show you. Let's go to First Timothy's chapter 3, verse 2. I think this is it. Oh. Let's go to First Timothy chapter 5, verse 6. But it says, but she that liveth in pleasure. She that liveth in pleasure and say, I love God. You who say that. It says, she in pleasure is dead while she liveth. Do you understand what that means? Do you understand what that means? Why you out there saying, I love God and still sinning? You are dead to him. You are dead. Because your sins separate you from God. That's what your sins do. It separates you from God. So you are dead while you liveth. And you only living because of the grace of God. Because he could dispose of you at any time. Easily. Let's go to that was First Timothy's chapter 5, verse 6. Let's go to Second Timothy's chapter 3, verse 2. I'll read this one. But that's not the one I was looking for, but I'll read it. It says, chapter 3 says, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truth breakers or trust breakers, false accusers, incontent, furious, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God, having the form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. For of these sort are they which creepeth into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, laden away diverse lust, ever learning, never able to come to the knowledge of truth. That's what it says, right? So there's men that go after women that they know are ignorant to their sins. You're so stupid or dumb to the point where this man feels like he can talk to you any kind of way and present to you gifts, substance, money, anything to buy you, to have sex with you, to fornicate with you, to tell you he loves you. He's only doing it because he's lusting after your body parts. I ain't gonna lie. God did make some beautiful women. Or he made all women beautiful to me. It's just how you look at it. Do you look at the heart or do you look at the body parts? But for the men that fall for women that have body parts that look desirable, and for the ignorant men that just want to have sex with women that are not stable or able, women are beautiful. They're for you. You know how they say every pot has a lid? Women are designed for men. They are. They're as simple as that. They're designed for us. They are beautiful. And the only reason why that we make mistakes and we fornicate or cheat or break God's commandment is because once we had one woman, we have an experience. That experience leads to wanting to venture off and seeing what this woman would be like. That's the temptations of the devil. That's what he does. He says, didn't your girlfriend feel so good to you? Don't you want to see what she would feel like? Don't her body look so desirable? And then the women that are laden with sin are so ignorant to the point where they look at their body parts and say, man, I had sex with a guy. He told me my butt was fat, my vagina was cute, my vagina felt good, my breasts looked nice. Man, if I can just advertise it, I'll do it to get attention, to get a boyfriend, to get views, to get people to like me. What? You mean you forgot all about what God made and you decided to sell it, advertise it? God made your booty for pooping. He made your booty for pooping. I'm going to show you how far the devil took you to being stupid and dumb. Your booty was made for pooping. Your vagina was made for menstrual cycle, to cleanse you, to have a child, for you to pee. Breast was made suck on to have milk. And for you, for your natural beauty. Here you are listening to the devil. I better get on national TV or on a platform or on Instagram and I better twerk, shake my booty, and show my vagina and my breasts. Yes, this will get me a lot of attention. This will make men like me. This will make men pay attention to me more often. I notice they can't control themselves when they see me dressed like a harlot or a whore. They like what they had intercourse with. It's irresistible. If I have to think, this is my best strategy. This is my best move. I better show my booty and my breasts. So I need to find clothes that will show what God made. And I better use it not the way God says, but the way the devil says. And I will get me a man and I will get me attention. Ignorance. That's stupidity. That's how the devil shows God. You see, I told you humans were dumb. I told you. The moment they feel a certain way, they ignore regulations and rules and statutes and commandments. They ignore the natural way of life just to feel important. You don't believe me? I'll go down there and show you. Look at this girl. She's shaking her booty, showing her vagina, wearing clothes that's inappropriate. She don't care. It brings her attention. It brings her confidence. It makes her feel good. And she doesn't know I'm the one making her feel like that and telling her those feelings mean dress like a harlot. Shake your booty on TV or on a video. Put it on the internet. Let people watch. And she doesn't realize she's helping the devil. Telling him, yeah, you had sex before, didn't you? You like that? I got her dressing half naked, showing her body parts. The body parts that were made for natural reasons. I got her advertising it. Look at her. She's selling her booty. She's selling her vagina. She's not. If you're not selling it, you're advertising it. She's doing it with her breast. Go ahead, masturbate over her. Feel my temptations. The way she felt my temptations to feel happy, excited, joyful, sexy, wanting to advertise her body. Yeah, that's what the devil does. He calls women to prostitute themselves by themselves or in a group because they don't see him. They are doing his works and don't know how he gets them works in them. They don't know. They're so blind. They don't know. What I'm trying to tell, stop it. What I'm trying to tell, stop it. Stop trying to impress men, women if you're gay. God is the most important thing because when you're standing in front of him, you can't say you were just having fun. It was your job. It was a career. Don't do that. He said in Matthew chapter 12, verse 37, by your words you shall be justified, and by your words you shall be condemned. So what words are you living by? Oh, I'm just having fun. I'm on the internet. I'm just twerking and my booty, showing my vagina. I know it helps. It makes men love to see that. You don't know that you're helping the devil tempt men to masturbate? Something that I'm telling people not to do? You don't know that? The way you dress, the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you act, you don't know that. You telling me you don't read my word, but you go watch movies at the theater. You listen to rap songs. You listen to all these lying people, but you will not take a chance and listen to the gospel. And you're telling me have mercy? Have mercy on you. Who believe in the devil more than me? Have mercy on you. Oh, let me think about that. I have mercy. Will you change your life? Will you do right? Or will you want to stay in that same state of mind and keep checking your booty and wearing clothes that show your vagina and your breast and your butt? Is that what you want to keep doing? I made life. That's what God says. I made life. I put the booty in its place, the vagina in its place, and the breast in its place. So who's to tell you what to do with it? Me! What are you doing with it? Having fun? Just being you? What is your excuse? You didn't make yourself. Tell me, how do you make a spirit and give life to the body? How do you make the body and put the spirit in it? Tell me. I'll wait for you to tell me. You think because your mom and dad had sex, they birthed you, they made you? No, they just followed procedure. God said, when that man and that woman get together and have sex, my power will work. And you will have a son or a daughter. But they did not make the flesh and the spirit. Do you understand? Miss, I'm cute. I just want to get on the internet and I just want to have fun. I'm just being me. There's a God that made you that's looking at you and saying, why are you doing stupid stuff with the life I gave you? Is it because I gave you free will? Do you want to be a remote control toy? I gave you free will, hoping you would love to obey what it takes to walk the right way. That's what I thought. So what do you want to do with your life? You want to be silly and stupid all your life? Is that what you want to do? Be silly and stupid? Not judge your actions, your thoughts, and your feelings? Because that's what the devil attacks. People don't notice the devil. They really don't. They look at the devil and they read they read about the devil in the Bible and they say, I know what he does. He makes people sin. I ain't gonna sin. You sinning right now. By you walking around thinking, I'm not harming nobody. All I'm doing is shaking my booty, showing my vagina. I'm wearing nice clothes. I'm going out to eat. I'm going to church. I'm going to a family reunion. You need to know how to carry that soul that's in that body the right way. You need to know. You don't know how to be a human. Just say that. Don't pretend like you understand life. You don't. You don't get it. You wasn't here when God said, let there be light. Let there be a firmament. Let there be the beast. Let there be the solar system. Let there be man. You was not there. You don't know what his plans were. He made you and you're interacting with the creation of the world that he made. You don't know. Just say you don't know how to be a human. Don't act like you know by taking information from different places. That's how the devil's killing you. You need to know God and his words. Then you'll know how to be a human and you'll know how to live. You think you know. I guarantee you, if I take any woman on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, I don't care what platform you're on, and I say, why are you doing what you're doing? I bet you they're going to say, I'm just having fun. I'm trying to get views. I just want attention. They will never tell you because God told them to do it. I promise you that. Yet they say they know life. They think that's the way of life. They don't know what they're doing is offensive to God. Nah, not at all. They don't know. They have no clue. They only see things. As long as the devil promotes sin, they're going to follow it because they think it's right. It's okay. As long as they don't go to jail for it, we're going to do it. Who is God? Who is he? We don't want to know. We hear about church, the Bible. We hear about praying. We hear about fasting. We hear about worship. But what is that compared to having fun in sin? Nothing. Not to them, nothing. But when the day of judgment comes, it's everything. Sorry, God. Oh, I'm sorry, God. Forgive me, God. I thought he was nothing. You were just having fun. You see what I'm trying to tell you? Nobody wants to tell people that. I'm not better than you, and I'm not nowhere near more probably educated than most of you. But I'm telling you, there's somebody trying to make you look like a disgrace in God's eyes. By making, Jesus said, wide is the path to destruction. That means the devil has filled the world with so many places you can go to sin. And narrow is the way to life. That's what Jesus said. That means there's only one way to God. And he's that way. And he's that way. He said it's easier for all you who want to get rich, who the devil used poverty and poorness and struggle for, that you can take any excuse to sin. Jesus said it's easier for a rich man to make it, no, for a camel to make it through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to make it into heaven. That's how much they love money. And you love it just as much chasing it. Trying to be popular, famous, shaking your booty, telling jokes, eating a lot, trying to be funny, reenacting movie scenes on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, trying to be like your idol, who ain't nothing but a sinner, who's leading you to be a sinner, a paid sinner, a famous sinner. Everybody wants to be famous like the devil, but not with God. Nobody wants to question whether their thoughts is from God or from the devil. Whether their feelings is from God or from the devil. But the devil says, that's your problem. You want to be stupid and not judge? That's your problem. I don't care. I'll keep putting feelings in your heart and telling you how to solve it through your thoughts. That way your will can perform and do sin. And I can go straight up there to God and say, do you see what he's doing? He's gay. He's a child molester. He's a rapist. He's a smoker. He's a drinker. He's a murderer. He's a liar. He's a cheater. What else? What other sins do the devil promote? And you people that think just because I'm just an actor, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I get paid to do what I'm doing. Let me show you how you are sinning against your soul. Mark chapter 7, verse 17. Starting from verse 17. Jesus says in the New Testament, and when he was entered into the house from the people, his disciples asked him concerning the parable. Because, Jews, they believe not eating pork and all that, so we'll eliminate the pork. I don't want you to think pork. You got to know their tradition and their culture. They don't eat pork. This was all about eating with hands that wasn't washed. That's what the Pharisees was attacking Jesus about. So he says, and when he was entered into the house from the people, his disciples asked him concerning the parable. And he said unto them, are ye so without understanding also? Do ye not perceive that whatsoever thing from without entereth into the man, it cannot defile him. This cannot defile him, because it entereth not into the heart, into his heart. So when you eat food that don't go into your heart, this doesn't defile you. Let's listen to what Jesus says defiles you. But entereth into the belly, and goeth out into the drought, purging all meats. That doesn't mean eat pork. That just means Jesus was addressing the Pharisees, saying, if I eat with unwashed hands, that don't defile who I am, or my soul, or my character. No, that doesn't. It doesn't. That goes into my stomach and I poop it out. Purging it out. That's what pooping means. Purging. So he says, and he said, that which cometh out of the man, that defileth the man. What defileth the man, Jesus? For these rappers and movie stars and comedians, wrestlers and entertainers. He says, that which cometh out of the man, that defileth the man. For from within, out of the heart of man, proceedeth, cometh out evil thoughts, adulteries, fornication, murderers, theft, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lasciviousness, an evil eye, blasphemy, pride, foolishness. All these evil things come from within and defile the man. Now you're saying to yourself, What does that have to do with my career? I'm a rapper. I'm a comedian. I'm a movie star. I'm a wrestler. What does that have to do with me? Jesus said, that which cometh out of the man, that defileth the man. For from within, out of the heart of men proceeded evil thoughts, adulteries, fornication, murderers, thefts, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lasciviousness, an evil eye, blasphemy, foolishness. All these evil things come from within, out of the heart, and defile the man. So if somebody tells you, I'll give you $1 million in a record deal, you're going to start spitting out of your heart lies, fornication, evil thoughts, adulteries, blasphemy. You're going to start cursing. You're going to start saying all these things. Same thing with you, movie star. You out there signing your soul over to curse Jesus out. Reenact the homosexual scene. Reenact the cursing scene. Reenact a raping scene, a murder scene. But you're producing these words out of your heart. Your heart, out of the abundance of the heart, a man speak. How much are they paying you to defile your soul? And then you ask, I ain't never sold my soul. That was my job. Your job bought your soul. That's how the devil played the game and deceived you. Yes. Even you comedian and you wrestlers, they tell you what to say. And you know the generator of words come from the heart. That's why when people are drunk, they speak from the heart. And the devil gets in there and he says, say this, say that. But only thing he does is say, people ain't gonna do it because I'm making them say that. That might make them aware. So I'm gonna use it in money. I'm gonna use it as a skill, a contract. Man, you're great. I like the way you put words together. You're a rapper. And he's been working on you since you were little, making you beat on the table. Yeah! I jumped out the roof and I got me a poof and I'm and I'm And then he tells you, and he makes you meet the right person. Sign him. Buy his soul for $1 million. And then you get all excited. Oh my God, I made it. I made it to hell. I made it. Oh man. I signed a deal for like $2-3 million. I made it. Thank God, man. I can buy my mama a house and a car. Man, they just don't know. I came from poverty. All that struggle was to see if you believe in good, righteousness, or sin. Are you that desperate to get out of your situation? Because that's why the devil says, God, let me make them struggle. Don't make it easy for them. Because you know God has all the power in the world. He can make your life easy. But he wants to see, how much do you love my word? How much do you love holiness like me? Tell me, how much do you love holiness? How much do you love righteousness? If you were struggling right now, you were poor for so long, and somebody offered you a deal saying, you know how the devil has to build your mentality as a kid, making you feel like you're a rapper. You've been watching Lil Wayne or Kodak Black on TV, then you start beating on the table, you start saying things, and the devil's training you, but you don't know it's the devil. You think you're the one coming up with these words. F this. I got a lot of money. Yeah. And I've been going through it. I'm in a struggle. I got a gun in my mama's house, and I'm ready to kill anytime to make $1. So you start rapping. Next thing you know, the devil done got you so built up to the point where he says, come on, man, let's go to the store. Then you meet this producer who says, you sound good, man. I'll sign you for $1 million. Give me your soul. Filthy your soul. Produce all these nasty words out of your soul. He might not know he's doing that, but the devil knows what he's trying to make you go through in the process, because he's trying to condemn your soul. You don't know it. They don't know it, but the devil do. He's like a minister that ministers music. You know the guy that always tells the people, now, go. And he tells the people, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's how he's playing you. You don't know, and the other side don't know. They don't know. You have no clue. So y'all both are playing to the ignorance the way he wants to. He's watching it like a coach that coach a football team. He's watching the play. He's like, this should work. If this one believes he has talent after I build him up to think that he was so skilled and talented, this one has the inspiration of being a producer, and he can sign people that sounds great. He can hear the sound very good because I gave him skills in that. Okay, he's going to sign him. When he signs him, he signed over. He's producing a sinner. Good job. All right. Now, out of both of their hearts, they're accepting sin. They're condemning themselves. I bought both of them for $2 million. One for $2 million, the other one for contract to be a GM or a CEO or the owner. So now I got a factory running. I got him buying all kinds of customers. Yeah, you sound good. Come in. You sound good. Come in. Oh, she sounds good. Come in. Let me get Rihanna. Let me get Kodak Black. Let me get Tiana Taylor. Let me get all of you. And you sell your souls to this man, not knowing it. By the time you get done chasing that desire, that dream, that fantasy he put in your mind, that thing that made you feel like I came from poverty. Man, if you're poor, you're poor. Learn to be content. Paul told you that. He learned to be content. He was out on sea, abandoned, no food, nothing. He learned to be content. You can't look at a situation and say, I'm going to sin. Matter of fact, I don't even blame y'all. I really don't. Because you don't know what sin is and you don't know what righteousness is. You just know there's a God and there's a whole bunch of opportunities in the world. You don't know what's good or bad. Because if you had any type of guidance from God's word, you would avoid falling into these traps. You don't know. You that ignorant and blind. That's why the devil chose you. He said he's too stupid. He think he's a rapper, but he doesn't know rapping is a sin. He don't know. He don't know putting words that are sinful in a chronological, mathematical equation to sound like a ministry or an inspiration is sin. He don't know. He don't know that edifies people. When people go, yeah, he said F you and be you. Oh, he talking about how he slept with this girl and slapped her in the butt. Oh, snap. He's edifying him. Now his head is bopping to it. Now every day he wants to get up and, yeah, boy, that's my jam. He killing you. The devil created a killing team. You just don't know it because you don't know God and you don't know what he said. You don't know it. You don't know it. You don't even know how to be a human being. I've seen people smoke with their kids. I've seen people put smoke in their nose. I've seen people rape their kids. Well, I ain't see it, but I heard. I've seen people rob stores. I've seen the devil's heart. I can see it through people all the time. But when I look for God's heart in people, none. None. Everybody's infected with the devil's fantasy. Everybody. And they say, Sunday, time to go to church. Put some money in the charity bin and say, hallelujah, praise the Lord. What Lord? Because I don't see that you know the God of heaven. You don't know him. You won't even spend a second up there. He will kick you out. You don't know him. You don't know him. You don't even know him. You don't see God raised angels. If you even consider how he raised the angels, if you know God, you know he's perfect, holy, he doesn't joke, he don't play. So then you know to put your mind on strict. So how loose do you think you are? Because you're not strict. You're not strict at all. The devil has broken you down from childhood to believe everything you're doing and the knowledge you have is right. You lean to your own understanding. Proverbs chapter 3 says, lean not unto thy own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge God and he shall lead your path. He said, Proverbs chapter 24 verse 9, the thought of foolishness is sin. Because men have free will. Women have free will. They don't know that that will mean you can accept thoughts. They don't know that means that you can accept thoughts from the devil and you can accept thoughts from God. But you need to have structure, regulations, rules to know when it's from God and to know when it's twisted to break God's rules. You need to know. That's why God flooded the world in Genesis chapter 6. Because he said the imagination of man's heart is continuously evil. That means every time they get a thought, the comedians, they think they're so funny. They get a thought to say something so stupid and so illiterate. They said, man, these people are so dummied down that I just had a thought from the devil. This will sound funny to him. Cat Williams. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm and they go crazy about it. Because the only reason why they're laughing is because they're dummied down from holiness so much that he can say something stupid like that and they go, ha ha, that guy's funny. Oh my God. Stop it. Because if you was in heaven, you'd be too scared to even say, ha ha. You won't even laugh. Even if you heard him say that in heaven, you'll let him die by himself. That's how dummied down the devil has brought us. He brought us so dumbed down that when he put his puppets out there to entertain us, we enjoy it. That's how stupid we are. You hear me? We are so illiterate of the word of God. The one who made the world. You're talking about a God who sat around and said, I got a bright idea. I'll create an earth and a heaven. I'll bring people into it. I'll bring in the heavens the angels. I'll tell them the rules, the regulations, the statutes, the commandments, and it'll be a wonderful world. Then the devil came along and said, they don't really believe. These people will do anything. They're not really built and structured the right way. Watch this. This one's gay. I told you. This one wanted rape. I told you. They don't know how to fight for the commandments of God. They don't know how to fight for their own holiness. They will break it to accept a feeling and a thought. That's why God flooded the world. You got free will to accept or decline things. You are the intake. You get to receive and deny. So you need to know your God and his word so you can deny it. And I mean, the devil's so crafty that he'll twist the word up to make it seem like it's a good thing and a righteous thing, and it's not. You need to know it very well. Very, very well. It's not a joke. Princess, my friend, I'm telling you, no lie, no kidding. No kidding, God is real. And you know me, you know my brother Robert. You know them. We went to school together. But I'm just letting you know, this is not a joke. This is not a joke. You looking at me, I know you ain't never think I was the smartest person in the world. But the way I'm talking right now, you can tell I know a little bit of something. And I'm telling you, he's real. I don't know why it took this long for me to find out or for him to even get to me. But I'm telling you, because I love you. I really do. I love JL. I love everybody. Even though we took on these little stupid war tactics that the devil used to divide and conquer, like black and white, Israel Gentiles, Israel Romans, and Spanish people, those people, Chinese people, American people. I forget that crap. Forget that. That's divide and conquer. All he wants to do is see people die in sin. You kill him, he kill you. You fight about this. He's black, you're white. He's too black, you're too white. Who cares? God made the blood, God made the flesh, and God said, here's my spirit, have life. So at the end of the day, color doesn't even matter, because we all made out of that one lump of spirit. That's from God. Period. I don't care what you look like. So if he's trying to mechanize my mind, deceive my mind, to hate you because you're white, black, Spanish, Israel, anything. And you know, to make it seem good and real, he will create a situation where, you see what that black guy did? I told you he was nasty. You see what that white girl did? I told you they were nasty. And once he starts to get you to really draw into that belief, he starts to make you believe in those nasty ways so that people can hate you more and more because they seeing how the devil built you to be. Let it go, man. You're supposed to be in the character of Jesus Christ. That's final. I'm not going to hate you because he said your toes is longer, your nose is longer, you're too black, you're too bald. I'm not on that. I'm not on that. He don't build the culture. The culture is Jesus Christ. The way is Jesus Christ. The life is Jesus Christ. The tradition is Jesus Christ. Nowadays, he done built black people's mentality to shake that booty and men to put goals in their mouths and some of them to eat a lot and drink a lot and smoke a lot. And I'm like, why are you picking your poison? Get the hell away from him. That guy is sick. All he does is walk around with a sickness. Hey, you want to smoke a lot? Hey, you want to make a lot of money? Hey, you want to get fat? Hey, what the devil's not good for you at all. He's killing you. He even got people in the music industry crying out saying, God help me. I sold my soul to the devil. I'm sorry, help me, please. You sold your soul to this guy? And then on top of that, y'all people so in love with money that you'll sell your soul. That's not even worth money. That leaves the country, it don't even equal the soul. That guy, you let him buy it for money? Did he put you through that much of a struggle? Poverty? Stress? Feelings? Thoughts? Tell me. He's buying your soul with paper. The guy thinks he's smart. I tell you, if I had a belt, I'll whoop him. I'll whoop him. I'll whoop him. And guys, he's désordre. That means he's bad in Creole. You have to whoop him. This guy needs a lesson taught to him. Even when he had a lesson taught to him through Jesus Christ, he said, kill him. You didn't know God found him guilty not because he gave him a body and he went and killed Jesus. No, because he was ministering to tempt Jesus and Jesus never failed. And then he ministered to have Jesus killed innocently. How do you think you're a sinner? God don't teach that. The devil does. That's his ministry. Angels are ministering spirit. They're here to teach you knowledge to gain salvation. To teach you how to do things the right way. He's teaching you how to do things because God taught him skills and knowledge to do it the wrong way. Period. That's how a man knows how to be gay. He puts a woman's feeling in a man and says, do you feel that? Extraordinary, isn't it? You like it? Make you want to twerk, don't it? You want to put on women clothes? You want to talk gay? You want to talk like a woman? Huh? You want to gossip? I can give you the same sins that a woman have and make you feel like one. Because I know how to take that woman's feelings, that woman's thoughts, that woman's desires, and put them in your spirit. And you can't tell me no because your spirit is able to cultivate it. It's able to handle it. Because spirits are creative. I can make you think you're a dog or a cat. If I can get close enough to your will, I'll make you do it. Don't try me. I'll make you do it. Nebuchadnezzar thought he was a beast. What you think the devil makes people think today? You're a woman. You got a full-blown penis. And you got a full-blown voice that sounds like a man echoing. And yet he told you, go to the doctors who I convinced to use their skills to cut your penis off and fold it and make a vagina. And to tell them I said, play with the vocals in your throat to make you sound like a woman to get the pitch to go down lower. What? You mean he's that skilled in ministry? Yes! You think Master Splinter, a rat, taught him? God did. And God can't teach you nothing but the truth and the right way. So the monkey is walking around with a lot of expensive knowledge. The highest knowledge of everything is the love of God. But we in the world where we say we love God and we interact with other knowledges, not understanding that's how he's killing us because we don't know how to do it right. We don't even know how to live as humans right. We don't know how to defend it or stand up for it when God tells us this is the knowledge. We start to bend. I mean, I guess it's okay. You're poor. You stole out of the store to get like 2 fruits. It's all right. The devil's making me feel like it's okay. A sin is a sin, but you did it for a good reason. What? You don't see how he's breaking you down now? What? Unbelievable. What? The guy's finding a way to bring sin into your life through real life situations. He uses them as a distraction to get you to accept sin. He makes you believe in it. Man, I know it's wrong, but I gotta do it. I gotta do it, man. I just gotta do it. That's all I'm telling people, man. Wake up. Wake up, man. This man will use real life situations, real rules, and he will twist it in such a way and distract you in that situation in such a way where you don't realize that you need to use God's rules, formula to answer these questions or to make these right. You're so busy feeling frustrated, feeling sad, feeling too happy, feeling too excited. And then the thought tells you, yeah, do it. And then you find yourself sinning, and then he gives you excuses to say, you'll be all right. It was just one time. It's okay. And then he does it again and again and again and again. You don't understand. You need to put the mind of Christ on for every situation. I don't care how deep or how strong it is. Even Jesus said, I gotta die. I'm taking it to the cross. He used Peter's love to try to stop Jesus. And Jesus said, get behind me, Satan. For you savor the things of man, not of God. That means Satan got into Peter and tried to use his love to stop Jesus from doing the will of God. I don't care what situation you're in. You could be poor. You could have cancer. You could have AIDS. You could be dying. Believe in God and what he says to do. Then you have a chance when you die. But if you die trying to save your life on earth, which was designed to die now because of Adam's fall, You'll be stupid because he's using that as leverage. You don't want to die, buddy. You want to live forever. You know you can't live forever on this earth. You know that. 120 years was the last time God spoke. 120. People were living 980 yees, 1,000, maybe 800, 700 years. Now he said, after he flooded the world, he said 120 is the most. That's it. And that's for the life, not your eternal life, but the life of the flesh and blood. That has to go quickly. God didn't want to kill Adam right away and Eve right away. He knew he had put spirits in their body to give life to their body so that they can function in that body. They can see through the eyes that he made, smell through the nose that he made, taste through the mouth that he made, hear through the ears that he made, think and receive thoughts through the brain that he gave them, feel through the heart he gave them. All that is possible because of the spirit he put in the body. The body ain't nothing. Nothing. If God said, Adam, you sinned against me, Eve, you sinned against me, and he killed that spirit, that's the end of mankind, period. But he killed the flesh, the thing the devil hates. He said, you want us to bow down to dirt? I know you made him out of dirt. But he didn't see beyond the dirt was a soul. That's why Adam was able to name all the animals, and the angel says, glory to God, we know not their names. The true life is your spirit. That thing in your body, that when you go to the morgue and you look at a man's body, it don't move, it don't blink, it don't do nothing because that spirit came out. Your body is just a cocoon, a vessel that your spirit harvests and give life to be able to interact in this world. Other than that, you're like the angels. You're a spirit, and you don't really know what a spirit can do. You just understand God only gave you instructions to know how to live as a spirit in a body, to function in the world full of bodies. That's it. You don't know. You have no clue. You have no idea. Yet, you fall for anybody that becomes famous, rich, idols, people that's smoking, drinking, making you feel happy about the way you feel, think, making your desires feel good to you, real to you, giving you understanding, all to deceive you in such a way that you trust them and you fall into it. Even yourself, the devil uses you to make you trust in yourself so that you will do sin. Lean not unto thy own understanding. If you can't lean to your own understanding, why are you trusting somebody else? They're not even supposed to lean unto their own understanding. I don't care if he's a prophet, apostle, deacon, reverend. I don't care what he is. If he tells you something, research it. God said, let all men be a liar, but God be the truth. He said all men was established are proven to be under sin. Okay. I have fought with you all long enough with this. Let me show you our disgusting women. Let me show you how the devil has dummied down our women to have pigeon heads. This is what I go through when I think about God and I get on the internet and people be saying, why are you commenting on them? Why are you on Facebook if you're such a Christian? Because I got friends that I can keep in contact with because I got hit by a car and I'm far in another world. I didn't really do Facebook like that when I was in my hometown. But I can keep in contact with people I know. And I try to delete a lot of people that do fornication or nasty stuff. But because I have studied the Bible And God has given me realization and understanding and wisdom. Some, just a little, because I know I'm dumb, but just a little. I can show you how my friends and people are stupid. Tell me, when you see this, what I'm about to show you, tell me, if you were standing next to God, how dumb do they look to you now? That's how you look at it. If you have a mindset to understand who God is and his character is, tell me if God will be approving of these people who are your friends. Let me show you what they're doing. This is what our women are doing right now because they don't believe in God. They don't believe God is real. The devil has their mind feeling secret, un, um, unashamed, everything. Watch. This is our women helping the devil cause people to fornicate, masturbate, get erected. The devil needs help to make the feelings that he put in people work. And this is how dumb our women are. They get a feeling from the devil that makes them feel sexual and active, feeling good. Only when they're not bleeding. If they were having their moment where they were bleeding, they wouldn't do that. They'll feel too disgusted and the smell will be too much. Okay. Look at this. This is our women. This is what I call lovers of self, lovers of pleasure more than God. I like this guy right here. He tells the truth in somewhat way.
Now, Lord, let the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. Oh, Lord.
Okay, pause. I gotta say something. For all the false prophets that don't know they're false prophets, for every woman preacher, every homosexual preacher, every false prophet preacher, let me tell you, the devil has experience and skills in feelings. You didn't know that. Read Genesis chapter 3 and see how the woman was deceived through feelings. And they come through words. The devil spoke words that carried feelings. Just like when we hear things, when we speak either in anger. You can tell when we're mad. We go, man, shut up! That's speaking in anger. That woman was feeling the words of the devil. He said, you shall not surely die. See, when God spoke to her, he said, don't eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, or you will surely die. Those words that he spoke to her came with a feeling. That's why she never touched the tree while she lived in the garden with Adam. So the devil asked her a question to make sure he knew what she knew from God. Then he countered those words or fought against those words or spiritual warfare with those words by saying, you will not die. God knows that the day you eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open. God knows that the day you eat thereof, then your eyes shall be shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. I can see three feelings that entered the woman from that conversation: a feeling of encouragement not to die, a lustful feeling, and a feeling to be wise and smart. And if you keep reading, it shows you how those feelings worked in her. Because the woman said, because it says in the chapter, and the woman saw that the tree was good for food. Now she's encouraged to eat the fruit. She took up and the woman saw that the tree was good for food, to make one wise, to know good and evil as gods. That's to feel smart. And she took of the fruit thereof and did eat. And that's the encouragement to eat. So you see lust, encouragement to eat, and a feeling to feel smart. And that's to be wise. You can see all that working in the woman. That's how the devil works. And then if you go read 2 Samuel chapter 11, you can see how those same feelings worked in David. He woke up, walked on the roof, the king's roof, saw Bathsheba naked. He got warnings from God saying, isn't that Eliam's daughter? Isn't that Uriah's wife? He ignored all that to fulfill that lust. That's how strong lust and the feelings can be on a person. They would forget the laws of God. I just want you to understand. So if you think you were called by God, don't be stupid. Judge that spirit. Question that spirit. Do not accept any miracles, signs, and wonders. Nothing but a yes or a no. That's why God said through Jesus Christ in the New Testament, every spirit that confesses that Jesus Christ came in the flesh is of God, and every spirit that confesses not is of the Antichrist. God is giving you permission to test the spirit. He's not gonna be offended, but the devil's gonna make it feel like, or make you think like, or sound like he's offended, like God is offended. He pretends to be God, and he'll make you think that he's offended, because he'll show you miracles, signs, and wonders, just to convince you to stop asking him that question, because he knows God said, by your words you shall be justified, and by your words you shall be condemned. That's in Matthew chapter 12, verse 37. So if you want to be justified, make sure you get an answer, so you can take it to your judgment day and say, God, I did ask that spirit, did Jesus Christ come in the flesh? If he says yes, that spirit is condemned and you're free. Okay. What I was showing you, this guy. Let's go. I like this guy, man. He's
Now, Lord, let the words of my mouth and the
I'm sure you all heard that TD Jakes had a health issue to occur during service. Take a look at this video clip. Watch this.
Now, Lord, let the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. O Lord, my strength, my Redeemer. Let him go in peace.
Now, this is all over, and people have mixed opinions. Some people are calling for prayer, while other people are wishing that something worse happened to TD Jakes. And other people are saying he's just playing because he's trying to avoid accountability. However, just like this was an emergency, there's an emergency that's taking place in the spiritual realm that's nobody talking about. There's a sickness that's going on that's nobody talking about. And only the Lord is able to cure this kind of sickness. Right now, we should be calling people to return to the altar and to confess their sins before the Most High and turn from unrighteousness. The alarm is going off, but people are still asleep. And a lot of people who are making videos They don't care anything about your spiritual well-being. In fact, they are doing this to turn people away from the truth.
Okay. Let's continue. These are the things I see on Facebook. These are movie scenes.
And it was kind of the first time.
In this video, I'm going to reveal the truth behind Beyonce. Watch this.
And I remember right before I performed, I raised my hands up. And it was kind of the first time I felt something else come into me. And I knew that was going to be my coming out night.
I want y'all to notice something here. Beyonce said when she raised her hands, for the first time, something entered inside of her. Do you remember when Satan took Jesus up to the mountain and said, if you bow down and worship me, I'll give you the kingdoms of the world? I said that to say this. When Beyonce raised her hands, that was an act of worship. And Satan desires to be worshiped because he always wanted to be the Most High God. When people practice witchcraft, before they can channel in a demon, they have to worship or offer a sacrifice to the devil. And in return, the demonic spirit will give them power or magic. The spirit can enter their bodies and give them abilities that are above the norm. Beyonce said in an interview that without this spirit entering her body, she wouldn't be able to perform on a high level. By Beyonce raising her hands, a demonic spirit entered her body. In other words, she channeled in the demon. Have y'all ever seen at concerts where the people hands are in the air or they sing in demonic songs? They don't realize they are opening portals for demons to have access to their lives. One of the manifestations of this demonic spirit is seduction. And that's why when people listen to this toxic, lawless music, it pushes them into doing things that are against the will of God. In 2008, B made an album and called it I Am Sasha Fierce. According to Beyonce, Sasha Fierce is her alter ego, when in actuality, it's a demonic spirit. Now notice that Beyonce always throws up occultic. Just look at this. Beyonce, like many other artists, she throws up the demonic right in your face. When Beyonce performing, it's not her. The demonic spirits that entered her body are manifesting on stage. She calls this Sasha Fierce. Watch this.
I split them into two. Even the artwork, one is really natural, is intimate and, thought-provoking and emotional, more serious.
With that you don't realize Beyonce is portraying to be Hathor. Hathor is an ancient Egyptian goddess. Hathor is an ancient Egyptian goddess. She's the goddess.
Women are. Look at them. They get home all alone and the devil gets in their mind, and this is what they do. Look at that. Got stuck in her doo-doo. Now she gets to pull it out. Do it again. Real egghead. Real dummy. Real dummy. The devil convinced her to do that.
You guys want to talk? Or should I keep twerking?
See how stupid she is?
Keep twerking?
Her mind, the spirit in her mind. She's not stupid. She just doesn't have enough sense. She got this idea from watching movies and people cheering people on in movies. Pure egghead. Don't have nothing in her brain from God. Just pure slow. That's what I call women laden with sins. That's what 2 Timothy chapter 3 is talking about. Let's see. Alright. This is our women today. Disgusting. They bleed out of it, they poop out of it, and this is what they do when they get in their private time and the devil convinced them this will get you a man. Look at that. So stink. So stinky. You have no idea. The devil's depending on you to fall into lust, to like what you see. But they doo-doo out of there and they bleed out of there and they pee out of there. Yet they look at it like it's more expensive than their hearts. This is how nasty women become from the devil being in their hearts and mind. Look, I think this is more sensible. After this is a wrap. This is what they do after they have their period. To get attention. Anyhow, I'm done. I just want to show you the eggheads that we have. That the devil used to cause men to sin. If God is in the business of preaching the word of God with the gospels to save people's life, and you got women that are laden with sins and believe that this is how they can get attention or a man, they're helping the devil, not God's cause. They're helping the devil's cause. The devil says, I need people to help me tempt people so that my feelings that I put in them and my thoughts that I put in them can work. And they're just working for the devil. This is called ministry on a different level. Ministry can edify you with knowledge, and ministry can edify you with behavior to knowledge. But it all edifies you. You need to know what edifies you to love God and obey God. They're helping the devil. This will not help you. God bless you all. I love you all. Be safe.